my name is Allison and I make stuff. It's a brand new year, and so I thought this would be the perfect time to show you my Make 9 plans. And I am planning my Make 9 around my fabric. I'm not necessarily choosing patterns right away to use with them, mostly because I draft most of my own patterns, but also because my wants and my style change so frequently. I don't want to really hold myself down to a specific style or pattern for the fabric, but I do want to work through a lot of these really great textiles I have that have been just kind of sitting in my closet. One of my personal goals for 2018 is to really work through the fabric that I have and try to not buy any fabric. I'm going to try to go as long as I can without buying fabric. So I made some last purchases at the end of December for things that I knew I had projects coming up for. So I bought some fabric to make a shirt for my husband, and I bought some fabric to make an underdress for one of the pieces I'll show you real soon. And I think I have enough fabric to interest me and keep me going for a really long time. And I think part of Make 9 will help me do that. I think it's gonna really inspire me to pick up fabric I may not have, you know, had ideas for in the past, or fabric I've had sitting in my closet for a really long time. I keep all my fabric in the big plastic tub. And so I figure this gets me, you know, rummaging through the tub, seeing what I have that's like maybe at the bottom, and really using it up. So I'm really, really excited to kick off this adventure in 2018. Some of the fabric I chose are going to really challenge me as a seamstress, as a pattern maker, and some of the fabric I chose are going to be very familiar and nice, things I can make staple items out of. And I feel like I do have a nice mix of those. So yeah, let's get into it. Let me show you what I got. My first selection is this really interesting lace fabric I bought on Etsy. It is super colorful and has all these plants and butterflies. I bought it thinking I was going to use it to make part of my wedding dress. I didn't really know what style I wanted to go with. I went through like a lot of iterations of figuring out what I wanted for my wedding dress. I got married last July. And definitely didn't end up going this route. I ended up going more of a classic all white ensemble. I thought this would look maybe really cool also as a veil. Didn't end up doing that. Kind of decided I wasn't kind of a veil kind of gal. But I have this fabric left over from my exercise in making a wedding dress. And I think this would look really cool with like a pastel color underneath. This like as an overlay on a dress. I have some events coming up in February and March, and I want to make a new party dress. So I ordered some fabric to go underneath this at the end of December, and I'm hoping it comes in the mail and I can get that done in time. I think that would look really, really cool. So this one's probably gonna be the fabric I start off with and kind of kick off my Make 9 journey. Next up, we got this. It's an orange and kind of like a dusty brown plaid. It's really comfortable feeling. I think I bought this with pajamas in mind, but I kind of want to make a dress similar to the one I'm wearing right now, which is also a sort of flannel fabric. I think this would look really cool. The color is way out of my comfort zone. I am not much of an orange person. I think it might suit me. I have the fake red hair and I'm very pale, so this will be not a challenge to construct because the fabric is so familiar, but I think style-wise, finding a style that I think really fits me with this color scheme is going to be the challenge with this one. This next one's actually one of the newer fabrics in my stash. I actually just picked this up 2 or 3 days ago. I think it's this beautiful kind of dusty blue color, and it has woven in these diamonds. So if you see the other side, it's a woven pattern. And I think I got 3 yards of this. This is screaming to be made into a dress. It kind of reminds me of Dolores from Westworld, because she wears those blue dresses, kind of textured linen style dresses. So very much like Western, for some reason this inspires me. But I think this would make a really pretty dress. And I love the fabric. I love fabric with texture. And this is actually like pretty nice and drapey. And I think it's thick enough that I probably wouldn't have to do a lining because I'm lazy as all get out. So yeah, I'm really excited about my nice blue fabric. Speaking of texture, I have this nice, I want to say it's like a herringbone or a twill. It's kind of hard to tell because it is this mottled brown. It has kind of flecks of light brown in it. Once again, it's quite drapey and nice and quite thick, so I wouldn't have to line it, I don't think. And it's gonna be another dress probably because I basically only wear dresses. I have two cotton prints that I'm including. One of them is another one of my newer fabrics that I picked up, and it's this green and red. I think it's like poppies. Yeah, it looks like poppies print. It's, oh, on the screen it looks really bright. I promise it is not that bright in person. It's a little more like, I don't know, not as saturated in person, and probably going to be another dress. Can you see the theme? And then another cotton print I have is this one. It is the Alice in Wonderland, one of the Alice in Wonderland prints from Cotton Steel's collaboration with Rifle Paper Company. And I made a dress out of the blue Alice themed one, not this print in blue, but which I think they do have in blue. But it has Alice on it and all the characters, and there's like gold on it. It's very pretty. And I picked this up at the same time, and I love how deep this red is. I love tea. I love, love, love tea. So I think this would make a nice garment. Don't know which one yet, but it's probably gonna be a dress. Velvet dresses was probably my fashion statement of 2017. I made so many velvet dresses, ones you haven't seen because I made them before I started making videos. I love working with stretch velvet. I love wearing stretch velvet. It's so fun. I get a lot of positive, comments on my outfits when I wear stretch velvet. So I need to add some stretch velvet into my Make 9. This is a charcoal gray I have been eyeing for so long. I bought it on fabric.com. Shush, Lynxie, you're okay. I closed the door so I didn't have any noise, background noise, and my kitty cat wants out, so I'm gonna let her out. I'll be right back. The two main styles I've done with stretch velvet, I've done a stretch velvet with a faux wrap bodice, with this really beautiful pink, another thing that I made before I started making videos. Then I've been making these kind of t-shirty baby dolly dresses. So we'll see if I can think of a third style for this, because I have quite a bit of it and it is so pretty. Like I said, I've been eyeing this fabric for a really long time, and I finally was just like, you know what? Now I'm gonna make the purchase, and I'm really, really glad I did. It's so pretty and soft. I love it. I have another cotton print, and this one is very special to me because a friend of mine, a really dear friend of mine, gave this to me as a bridal shower gift. She also gave me a pair of really nice Ginger scissors. Oh my goodness. She gets me on so many levels, and I have been thinking of what I want to make with this because it is like sentimental. I get so weird about sentimental fabrics, like ones I pick up on special trips. I had some fabric that I bought from Mood in New York, and it sat in my closet for 2 years before I made something out of it. I just get that way. So I want to think of something special to make with this. Not quite sure yet, but I definitely want to use it because I feel like I'm not like doing it justice by letting it sit in the closet for however long it'll be. So this is on my list, definitely. My last piece of fabric is really the showstopper of all of the selections I have, and it is this. I bought this from a woman who sells via Facebook, and I will definitely link it below because this is such amazing special fabric. It is, I believe, 100% wool. It's this gorgeous kind of foresty green, orange, and kind of this yellow, but the yellow has a bit of brown in it. I am obsessed with plaid. I love plaid. so much, and so getting this fabric, it was not cheap, but I definitely want to make something really nice out of it. It's pretty narrow. This is the entire width of the fabric, so about a yard. So I was thinking of a pencil skirt or an A-line skirt. I want to really do something though that can show off the plaid. So I'm gonna have to think of some ideas. I saw some illustrations of pattern sleeves from, I want to say the 60s or maybe 40s that had plaid skirts that did some really interesting pattern matching, and they cut the plaid at certain angles and stuck them together. Really, really cool stuff. So if I could find something amazing like that, I think that would do this fabric justice, because it is absolutely gorgeous. I would definitely have to line it because it's a little itchy because it's wool. Yeah, I'm so excited to use this. It's so beautiful. So those are my Make 9 plans for 2018. I am so excited to get to work on these projects. I have so many ideas in my head, and I feel like this is going to be a really great year for my sewing and my crafting. And I'm really happy that you all have joined me thus far, and I'm excited to see what we all get up to in 2018. So I will see you all in my next video. Bye. You're a good project manager, Linksy.